Building wealth is one of the goals for 2024. You're alongside 48% of Americans who have the exact same goal. Unfortunately, with those resolutions, they last about 7 to 10 days, or when it comes to the first paycheck, the wealth generation or the building of it is gone in its entirety. In this video, we're going to be looking at the 5 levels of wealth and really covering how to get there. It's important to really earmark or know exactly where you are when it comes to your financial education, your background, and how you can really improve that situation, but also knowing your net worth is going to be important. Starting with number 1, it is stability. Now, stability is really the foundation of wealth building. When you think of a pyramid, when you think of building blocks, this is the point where you can actually pay your bills. This is really without living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to know exactly where your next meal is going to come from, if you're going to be able to afford rent. This level is not just about income, but it is also about the financial stability to have and defer spending and spending habits. This, again, is going to be a game changer. And a majority of people, I feel like the education level for stability is not really there when it comes to the financial literacy programs that we do have in this country. But this, of course, is about getting to the point of starting to eliminate the bad debt. When you start accumulating credit card debt, when you start eliminating essentially the bad debt or the high interest debt, following a budget, understanding the importance of saving money and investing money, really, instead of relying on services like the buy now, pay later, or using those credit cards, those high interest credit cards, to supplement your income to really cover what you're not making within your monthly budget and within your paycheck. So when you look at the 3 buckets of this one, really the first one is your income. The higher income you can generate, the possibility for stability increases. Once you get over a certain number of covering bucket number 2, which is the liabilities, you will be left with bucket number 3, which is whatever you have left. So your income minus your liabilities is the money you have left over in the month. So the only way to kind of move these 2 levers is 1, earning more income, or 2, having less expenses or less liabilities, which is going to give you stability and give you that last bucket to kind of play with. With stability is going to come the savings accounts, again, the elimination of the debt, but also when it comes to building up that emergency fund, that is going to create stability in level 1. As we look at level 2, this gets into the strategy. So as you start moving up this wealth building pyramid, this is no longer just about the stability and the surviving, but this is the point where people understand that money can work for them. Instead of going in and letting the paycheck control you, it's about having a financial plan, and this is the execution portion of it. Not just the dreaming, not just the theory, but this is the breakdown of what you actually want to do. Now, of course, this is going to go with a lot of education. Avoiding traps, chasing the latest and greatest, going to make you $1 million in 10 minutes. But this is the stage where you're looking to increase income, major expenses you're going to be saving and paying for. And of course, this is going to align with the financial goals that you set. Now, of course, on this channel, this is exactly what we do: educate the financial literacy as well as the investing side. So if you like the content that I'm putting out there, definitely subscribe to the channel, and let's continue with the video. Number 3, we get into the security aspect. So this is about seeing the fruits of the labor. This is the compounding interest. This is actually seeing the disciplined financial strategy that you put into place. This is where it becomes second nature. Now, for me, I feel like I'm right between level 3 and level 4 that we're going to look at in just a minute, but it is more about really sustaining everything that I have in life while growing what we're building versus going out and buying new things, new vehicles, new houses, new clothes. We have kind of paused our spending entirety for actually the last couple years to be able to retire like we want and build the security, not only for us, but also for generations to come. And again, this is not solely based on the net worth, but it is more about the time and the effort and the money return that you're going to get. At this point within security, it is about a fully funded emergency fund, growing your investment portfolio, and having a strong plan in place. Because usually when you hit this level or when you hit this step, you're going to be looking maybe 10, 20, maybe 30 years towards retirement, and getting that financial plan in place is going to be imperative. And of course, like I said, right between the 3rd and the 4th level, level 4 is freedom. That is right. We are looking at the debt-free journey. This is where the investments and the savings really start working hard for you. Once you get that first 100,000 invested, you start seeing the dividends, you start seeing the growth, you start seeing the compounding interest, It is really what is going to cover not only the current costs, but also the future costs, but working and really focusing on that financial plan. Level 4 is not very easy to do, but when you attain it and when you get to the financial freedom, which means long-term discipline, really knowing exactly what you want, and then of course, removing all of the stress from not having to worry about the bills. Guys, and honestly, this was probably one of the absolute biggest game changers for me. When you look at, paying off all of your debt, no more credit cards, no more student loans, no more personal loans, no more, car loans. Literally the only thing we have that we're paying down exponentially fast is the home itself. Once the home is gone, it is completely financial free with the monthly payments. Now, of course, we do have things like maintenance. You also do have just your regular expenses, your cell phone bill, your internet, things like that. But even then, we shop around for them. We make sure that they are incredibly low. We are understanding really the post-retirement and making sure those advanced financial strategies are in place so we can go ahead and build this. And the last level, the final level, number 5, which is abundance. This is really the pinnacle of wealth. This is where the transcendence really between financial metrics, making sure exactly that you have enough money to pay all your bills. And this is where wealth is really about value, purpose, and really the contentment of being happy versus the specific net worth or having money. There's a point, and it's funny because Alex Hormozi actually talks about this, where you get to a point of abundance where you're making money or you're making a lot of money, that money almost has no meaning. When you get to the point of having everything paid off, and literally when you get a paycheck, when you get retirement checks, they are going right into, investment accounts. We're doing the 401ks, the HSAs. It is really about enjoying life at that point. If you can get to that point, because of the debt elimination, the practices, really the plan that my wife and I have come up with, it gives us the ability to do what we want. And that's exactly what we're thinking when it comes to traveling with our kids. When it comes to paying for their education in full, I mean, I even dream of all of the money that I borrowed and my wife as well, but sending our children to school with a fully paid education, being able to come out of college without any student loan debt at all, will literally slingshot everything they want to do in the future because you don't have a huge burden with that. Now, of course, at this, it is about the financial status, relationships, personal growth, and really just getting back to the happiness and enjoying what you spent in abundance in an incredible amount of time, honestly, to go ahead and build. So navigating these wealth journeys can be really achieved through financial discipline, strategic planning, personal growth, and of course, personal betterment. Like I said, with the financial literacy and education, most of that you can get for free when you look at YouTube, when you look at a lot of social media platforms, even looking at books, looking at blogs, looking at everything that you can absorb when it comes to the financial education, including that budgeting aspect. You really need to pick it up and run with it. Make sure you come up with a very strong financial plan that you can really follow, and make sure that it's realistic. That is where I feel a lot of people really fall short, is not setting those realistic expectations when it comes to being able to budget and being able to actually pay off that debt. But guys, that'll do it for our 5 levels of wealth. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the next video.